Let's see if the connection will hold out, because it is the very low today, and I don't understand why. My sprinklers just went off for the grass area. Here's my my irises. They're all like, I've got to move them around. This is gonna be like fairy zone over here. So I shall show you over here then. Like right in that zone. It's gonna be like a fairy garden to cover the fencing. And then and if you look at sorry, the cars going by is gonna be annoying because I live on a busy street. Every other word. But then I'm putting in the Russian sage. Is this tall one? It's a blue Russian sage, actually. And then these are oregano. And then I pulled out the thyme. So there was a plant back here in the last one, but I pulled it out because it was like too dry. And then oh, my eyes is like, oh, there's so much in the air. And this is another sage. This is just a regular sage, and I had to cut that back because, as you can see, I have to run the hoses. And then that is chive, but it's flowering, so I'm just gonna let it flower and set seed. And then I forget what that is. It's just a really pretty like blue flower. It's not an herb or anything. It's just a flower. I don't know. Bees like it. Bees like this one too. And then we have, I don't think that's another chive. I think, oh, that might be. I don't know. That's another one. I think that's just ornamental grass, but it could be chive. I don't know. Let's see. It's too thin, but it is oniony, so it's in the onion family. So it's something in the onion family. But yeah, I had to remove, like, I had to cut the plants black. Can't even talk. I had to cut the plants back because I had to redo the sprinkler line. So I had to like run the sprinkler and run the hoses. And there's kitten. There's a kitty. I don't know if you guys can hear me enough. But yeah. And then, so that's the front yard. Now we can go check out the backyard. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I did quite a bit of work out here. And just like clearing this zone for the pipe for Mom's thing, and then putting in the sprinkler. I'm putting in like the little tube sprinklers to help with the watering. And then those irises are gonna go out back or in this zone right here. I might just replant them right here so they get plenty of sunshine and water and things like that. And we'll go through the house. It's my dark cave. My dark cave. So now we have the backyard. Huzzah. So see, the irises back here are doing quite lovely. So that's really cool. I've got some marigolds that started from seed, as well as some that started like in the almost dead amount. And so they're kind of keeping everything at bay. We've already harvested several zucchini from these. And so these are zucchini plants. And we're getting some more zucchinis in here. I tried to transplant that tomato to try to get another tomato out, and it looks like it is the fried. So I'm going to pull this one out, because there's no point in it being there if it's not going to do anything. And then, so you have more irises. So, and they're looking a little fried from the triple digits. But these tomatoes started like this one. And they're like, triple digits, yum. So this is they are doing really very, very well. They really, really like it here. Even though tomatoes need to get something like 6 to 8 hours of sun, this one gets about 6 on the top side. These are heirloom varieties, so they do actually like the partial shade. And then I've got my lettuce going, which is looking a little on the I need to pull it again and try again side, because it's just the lettuce leaves aren't looking very good, like choked off, like this is too sunny a spot. They're getting too brown. These are all the different peppers, and you can see I have some of those peppers. They're getting peppers. And this is just a regular bell pepper, but I'm getting a couple of those, and here's the big one. And then some spicy, crunchy, sweet ones. They're sweet peppers for salads. Oh, and then I spray painted this into like a coral color. That was kind of cool. I liked that, because it was originally like this gray color. So I like the pop of color by just spray painting it. This eggplant's not going to make it. It's way too, if you can see it, it's like eaten alive. And there's like this beetle or something that's like destroying the plant. And I can't seem to keep it off, even though there's marigolds and stuff. But here's more marigolds and basil. And that's not too bad. I'm getting a lemon cucumber, which isn't so bad. And then, sorry, I had to hit it because it was showing me not connected again, so I don't know. But we've got lots of flowers, and the lavender is right back there. I've got some herbs in here, but that is the watermelon, and it's just going and going, and then there's like it's got trails down way over here. It's like, oh my goodness. And here's our sunflowers. Our sunflower field's almost as tall as the fence now. This one's just starting again. But yeah, this one's not so bad, but the top one has died now. So the birds will come up and eat it. I'll have to like harvest off the top head and sprinkle it in the yard. So I cut off the top, and I take the top and any dead ones, and I shake it over in the grass for bird food. And then you can see some of the flowers and whatnot. So the lemongrass really super likes it here. My figs enjoy being fig trees here. And I'm kind of liking that. I'm going to keep it more like a bush. So I'm going to have like a little fig bush, not necessarily tree. So I'm gonna train it and style it to be like a fig bush instead of a tree. Put my little flowers and some of the irises. Okay, so some of the irises will actually be filled in here as well. So there's lots of space to move those when we get time to do that. And figure that one out. Because see, this iris is liking it here. It's getting plenty of water. These tomatoes are the same tomato styles, but they're a little more stunted. They don't get as enough water, and they get lots and lots more sun. So you can see how the full sun all day long has stunted them. I mean, they're still doing quite well, but they should be much bigger. So even that one's bigger. That one's quite a bit bigger. And then I have a loganberry and a blackberry. You couldn't tell it at first because they just put the berries in the pot when they brought them over. But this one is quite a bit thornier, so it's actually the blackberry. Loganberries don't have as many thorns. You can see that the stalks are thornless, whereas these ones have all the little spiny hairs. That makes it blackberry. Oh, and this one flowered, so that's actually a white daisy, white Gerber daisy or something like that. And then I got the petunias and things, and then my little Wonderland zone is kind of a mess at the moment, but I've got some stuff out here, and we'll be working on that soon. We're actually going to move that sprinkler head over. Hello, how are you? And then you can see that the clematis is doing quite lovely. So the clematis actually is doing really well in both sets of pots. And then here is the pink. That's fine. This is a pink lemonade blueberry. So, this one's got a little bit of a fungal issue because of the damp. It's also, I think maybe too much in the shade. See, this one's already in the sun. This one's not getting enough sun. So it's kind of got a fungal issue. So we know that this spot doesn't really work quite so well, but it could tough it out. But it won't get blueberries for another year or two. Because I had to rebuy it again. And start it again because the other one had died out. So, but we harvested tons of blueberries off of this bush. Yesterday we got a big old bowl, so that one's doing really well. We have way more irises, of course. Yeah. And I put in the sprinkler system here, the little blippy sprinkler. So this is what I was working on and trying to hook it up so that it sprays enough. But yeah, that's the other lavender type. Why is that so? I don't know. I'm looking at where it's sprinkling it now. But see, here's the paper white. It is it's blooming now. So that's kind of different. We're gonna end up spray painting, drilling holes, and putting a plant that cascades down into this bird feeder. And then the honeysuckle, that's honeysuckle right back there. The honeysuckle is going to go out front, and we'll create a structured arbor for it so that the hummingbirds have something to feed from. And then here's these tomatoes. See, these tomatoes are still in shade. They are in shade practically all day. they're only getting about 4 hours of sunlight. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. So these have less than a full day's worth of sun. But you can see that the leaf structure on some of them are different. Look at that leaf. Look at these leaves. This is a pretty typical tomato. Not typical tomato. So it's very interesting to see like the different leaf structures on some of the rare heirloom plants is all. So it's very interesting to see what comes up and what comes, you know. They're doing pretty well. See, I have a cat problem. So yeah, that's the update so far this week. Hopefully we can do it more regular. It seems like my internet held out this time. So it's actually been about a month since we were able to do a garden update. The next one won't be for like another month though, because I've got to like restructure that whole zone back there. Is gonna get redone, and we're gonna work a little bit on the Wonderland zone back there. And I still have to lay piping for this half of the yard. All of this doesn't get regular watering, so I have to work on the pipe that comes right out of there in that bush there has a pipe that I have to like run the hose and do the little irrigation tubes on. And I still have to remove some stuff out front too. So the lemonade blueberry might actually go out front so it gets better sun lighting conditions. I think it likes it out front better. So that one actually might be moved, but that's okay because that zone back there will just have the one blueberry and the clematis, and it'll be happy. Plenty of blueberries because I really love blueberries. So anyway, that's it, and thanks all for coming out and hanging out and showing up and all of that, and I will keep you updated. So till then, bye.